What's up, guys? Welcome to an edition of Market Marauders. Being the market, one trade at a time. For you new Market Marauders, the investment channel helps you find the best deals in the market. If that's something you're interested in, make sure you smash the subscribe button down below, like, comment, and share. Now, today, we're going over Tesla. Been on a crazy run for the past week. Just gone to crazy levels, jumped up way past the $1,000 mark, and you know has become the number one automaker in the world, beating Toyota. So I mean that's amazing. It's crazy to think that a company that started a little over 10 years ago has gone to such heights, especially with the product that is so revolutionary, like all the products they make at Tesla. With that being said, let's jump into some background information. If we could see already on here, today it ended just all green, green everywhere. There's so many buys. People have been buying like crazy. It's actually been running kind of sideways, but it definitely jumped up this morning. Pre-market went up a little bit. It's kind of run sideways, but let's go into it. Uh, Now this is on the Webull platform. Tesla is available on the Webull platform as well as on Robinhood if you're interested in buying. But if you want to join those platforms, you don't have them. I have a link down below in the description where you can sign up for Webull or you can sign up for Robinhood. If that's something you're interested in, it'll be in the description down below. Now, today I'll be giving you my chart analysis from the perspective of Webull because I like their charts and their charts look really nice, in my opinion. Way better than Robinhood, so just personal preference on that one. If we look, their moving average 10 is $1,208.48. Moving average 50 is $1,210.05, and moving average 100 is $1,209.49. They ended the week at $1,208.66. So that'll be displayed by this blue one right here. And it looks like they kind of had ups and they had downs. They went up, they went down. But on a little bit of a you know, bearish downtrend towards the end of the day. But this is also the 1 minute interval chart. So, with a company like this, you can't, automatically say whether or not it's bearish or bullish because, you just never know with this one. But if you're reading it just from charts, it did go down just a little bit, but it looks like towards the end of the day, it tried to go and jump back up. Now, if, today is any indication on what next week's trading will be, we could definitely see another breakout just like the one that started off the day with this one. So, you know, definitely want to keep your eyes on. But on this channel, I like to give some background information on the stock and not just look at it and read the charts. So let's jump into some background information to see what's really going on with the company, and my synopsis on whether I think it's a good buy. Whether that's options or just growth stock in general, or whether you should just pass on it and wait a while. Now going into this is on their website. This is 2019 report. So going back a little bit. So this is their impact report. This introduction says the purpose of Tesla's existence is to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy, which basically they have done. If we see here, it definitely has their lineup of cars, all on charge stations. Mission and Tesla ecosystem says climate change is reaching alarming levels, in large part due to emissions from burning fossil fuels for transportation and electricity generation. And then it says in 2016, carbon dioxide CO2 concentration levels in the atmosphere exceeded 400 parts per million on a threshold sustainable basis, a level of climate scientists believe will have a catastrophic impact on the environment. So on here it just says global greenhouse gas, which they have represented by GHG, emissions by economic sector. So it says electricity and heat production, 31% of this pie, agriculture and forestry, other land use is 20%, industry 18%, transportation is 16%, which is the sector that they're involved in, and then other energy 9%, and building 6%. So they're making definitely an impact on that 16% of GHG by what they do. Now, they also have solar panels that they sell. If you're not, familiar with that, so you can have your house, connected through solar power from the company as well. Then going down to the environmental impact. And these are just some graphs showing that they're reducing their carbon footprint. Um, and by the way, this is actually on their website. So if you're interested in this article, it's on their website. You'll have to go to the events presentations section on the investor page to actually look at it. But just scrolling through just a little bit of this, um, it says battery recycling at Gigafactory Nevada. Says global annual amount of lithium ion battery metal sent for recycling by Tesla in 2019 is 1,000 tons of nickel, 320 tons of copper, and 110 tons of cobalt. So, you know, definitely recycling a large amount of those metals, which is huge as far as companies are concerned, because a lot of companies have waste, but they're definitely environmentally conscious as far as you know the way that their operation systems work. So this is product impact. Um, this is a comparison. It says starting price of midsize premium sedans before subsidies or dealer incentives. You have Mercedes C-Class, which is 40,000, BMW 3 Series, Audi A4, and then the Model 3 S plus R, SR plus. And, it says the Model 3 is the first EV um, in history priced on par with its gas powered equivalents. Even before taking into consideration any regional subsidies and lower running costs. It says, unfortunately, most other EVs on the market today are still priced at 10,000 to 20,000 premium to their direct ICE vehicle equivalents. So, yeah, that is a true statement. In my opinion, that a lot of them are way overpriced. And Tesla's been really good at trying to keep that cost, competitive at a competitive level. So, it definitely is a consideration whether you want to buy any of these other vehicles. But, some of these automakers that sell electric vehicles, it may be the same class as these, but because of it being an electric vehicle, their markups are just, ridiculous. Um, so, On here, we can see EV range and utilization over first 3 years of ownership. This is annual miles driven and vehicle range. So if we see, it says non-Tesla EVs between 100 and 200-mile vehicle range. But then it says Tesla 350 for the X and S annual miles driven between 10,000. Well, yeah, between a little over, I guess it's 12,000 to 14,000. So, good metrics there. And then just overall, a lot of stuff going on with the company. You all can go read this article on their actual website. Um, that's a picture of their truck that they're trying to roll out. But yeah, you all can go read this article. It's on their website. Not going to spend too much time on that. But going to the next article, we can see this just recently came out on the 2nd of July. It's very, important news. Part of the reason, in my opinion, why the stock is actually going up. That says Palo Alto, California, July 2nd, the second quarter, we produced over 82,000 vehicles and delivered approximately 90,650 vehicles. Now, this is a really big number, especially considering everything that's gone on. Now, I don't know about you all, but 2020 has definitely been a crazy um, year. Just everything that's gone on in the news, you name it, has basically happened. But for a company to be, consistently still delivering vehicles, even considering the different furloughs and things of that nature with other automakers like Ford and GM and all those other companies, big major automakers. For this company to still be delivering this many vehicles, as well as as a company be gaining that much money to you know supersede Toyota, definitely speaks volumes as far as the company being you know the best or one of the best vehicle companies out there. Now, it says Model S and Model X production 6,326, deliveries 10,600, 14 subject to lease and accounting, um, or 14% subject to lease accounting. And then it says Model 3 slash Y, 75,946, 80,000 deliveries, 4% subject to lease, which brings the total to 82,272 in production and 90,650 actual deliveries. So that is a large amount of vehicles delivered. And I know those people are definitely happy to get those and not being on the waiting list anymore. Big, in my opinion, a big, positive note for the company, especially given all the circumstances that were against them starting off this 2020. Now, one of the big main things, in my opinion, I think will make this stock continue to go up is Battery Day. Now, Battery Day was supposed to be scheduled previously, but it actually got moved. So, the CEO, Elon Musk, actually solidified the date of September 15th at the Fremont factory. So that's where their headquarters is in California, and that's where we're going to have the Battery Day. Says the event will include a tour of cell production system and is expected to be occasion for news about more efficient electric vehicle technology. Now, I don't know about you all, but this is a very big deal. In my opinion, not just for the company being um, a car maker that makes electric vehicles, but for technology in general, in my opinion. Um, you know, I kind of have a biased approach to this, just from my background. But any battery, updates, having batteries last longer, production of new types of batteries is definitely good news for the future of technology. Just thinking about what all use batteries, you got cell phones, you got uh, laptops, you got, you know, everything really uses a battery. So I don't think people are looking uh, as big of the scale as this actually is. So, um, all developments in battery technology to me are positive steps forward as far as technology is concerned. But if they can find a way to make their batteries last longer, it will definitely immediately revolutionize the future of electric vehicles, which will trickle down to all the other companies that have electric vehicles, but then also could trickle down to people who have devices that use batteries, because what is the main thing that people try to do to improve like cell phones is longer battery life. What is try to do to improve laptops and other computers and technology in general that uses batteries, longer battery life. So if they can come up with this sort of technology, kind of give hints on how they're doing it, I think you know pretty revolutionary for the company as a whole, and definitely excited to see where this goes. Now, this was basically announced on Twitter in true Elon fashion. It says tentative date for Tesla shareholder meeting. And Battery Day is September 15. Will include tour of cell production system. So it's also going to be a shareholder meeting. So even if you're not interested in the whole background, you're not like a technology nerd like myself. If you're just purely about the numbers, it's the shareholder meeting as well. So it'll definitely give you background and a perspective on how the company is actually doing financially. They've kind of foreshadowed that they're doing really good by announcing the this article right here with the amount of vehicles that they had delivered. So to me, it's kind of like, a little small snippet of what is to come. And, I think it's all going to be positive news. So, look forward to that. Is that coming out? And then there also, it says, like the company's gathering to show off its chipset of autopilot in 2019. Battery Day will also be an investor event easily. Essentially, it will be a way to show those who have a large amount of cash wrapped up in Tesla that the company is putting that capital to good use. So, lots of information coming out about this, and I think it's going to be a pretty big event, big in the sense of like I would compare it to like Apple WWDC 20 that just recently passed, and how big of an update and how much of an impact that actually made um, to the whole Apple ecosystem. So I would definitely compare it to that as far as scale is concerned, in my opinion, especially considering the fact that Tesla is now considered the largest automaker um, out there. So, hate it or love it, it's definitely, people who definitely missed out on Tesla, bulls and bears alike, in my opinion, are definitely going to look at this presentation to see what comes about from this actual event. Now, this is the factory that they're going to be having it at. This is their Fremont, California factory, a pretty large factory, and says Tesla's factory in Fremont, California is one of the world's most advanced automotive plants with 5.3 million square feet of manufacturing and office space on 370 acres of land. Following the city of Fremont's approval, Tesla's expansion plans in 2016, the company will nearly double the size of the facility of almost 10 million square feet, creating thousands of new jobs coming years. So yeah, it's a pretty big factory. It's split off into different sections. So you can see here they have body and assembly. This is paint, stamping, and plastics. So it'll basically, have this flow to where it'll go through these different sections based on what process the car is actually in. So ending this video on their website, it basically says, they have the solar panels. If you're completely new to the stock, they have solar panels that you can buy. Gotta reload this page. They have solar panels that you could buy. And the different cars that they actually have. So they have the Model S. Then this is the Model 3. Then they have the Model X, Model Y, and then their solar roof. So the Model Y, is their newest one. And if you're interested in that one, you can Google. Jay Leno actually did a review of it. It's a pretty detailed, lengthy review, only in Jay Leno fashion, but definitely gave a lot of insight and showed a lot of the updates to the actual software that was on there. The Model X, Model 3, and Model S. The solar panels. So there's a lot of things the company's actually doing. A lot of positive news, in my opinion. I think the company is definitely on the right track financially, as well as product development is concerned. Definitely want to look at, a buy, in my personal opinion. But you know, I can tell you what to invest in and what not to invest in. Just all opinionated picks here. But definitely look forward to September 15th for Battery Day to see the developments of what comes about and basically what they've been working on at the facility. Definitely interested to see the range, and it's definitely going to be a benchmark for companies like Nikola Motors, which recently has gone public, as well as Helion. Which is doing their trucks as well. Not really much mention on the actual trucks themselves and production of that, but it definitely is one side that I could see Tesla focusing on in the near future. They kind of, put that on the back burner, in my opinion, and since they've done that, all these other companies have kind of popped up out of the woodwork. But once they get back into that, I definitely see that whole Class 8 vehicle actually being a competition race to see which one is going to be the best one. But as far as infrastructure is concerned, Tesla definitely has a lot of the competition beat when it comes to those Class 8 vehicles. Drop a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think of Tesla. If you think it's a buy, if you think you're still hesitant on investing, and you're still waiting to see what happens, still drop a comment down below. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that bell notification so you can get updates on whenever I post a video. We'll definitely be posting some more videos about Tesla, and definitely posting videos after Battery Day comes out. So good luck trading to you all out there, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.